Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you tonight is a build on the story that we did about The Rock. The video went really well because we focused on something of what the implications were, what it meant, because now Patrick Mahomes, the QB for the Kansas City Chiefs, is getting questioned why he didn't come out to support the president or support gun control and only offer thoughts and prayers. This is what I'm talking about. Everything will be linked in the description box below, including the original Rock video where we talked about the implications that could be coming. This is what we were talking about. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And this content is brought to you by the sponsored giveaway for the truck. You got to see it. It's from Vanish Holsters. Check it out. Let's get this. I've got to tell you about the biggest giveaway I've ever done on this channel. Vanish Holsters is giving away an $80,000 custom Rocky Ridge Silverado for free to one lucky American who buys one of their holsters or t-shirts through June 3rd. Now, this is not your everyday range holster. This is the holster that eliminates the excuse not to carry every day because of comfort. In fact, there's a money-back guarantee based around that comfort level. It fits 99% of semi-automatic handguns on the market, can hold 2 magazines, and is completely versatile in where you actually strap this bad boy up. It has a no-stink material, it's completely adjustable, and it fits up to 48 to 68 inch waist. And in order to have this opportunity to get the truck, all you have to do is enter to win in the link below for $50 off your order as well, and you get a chance for this truck. So check it out right down there in the description box. All right, beautiful people, listen. This is incredibly important because one of the things that we focus on this channel is that the gun rights fight is bigger than just the individual occurrences. It's the entire tapestry. It's all of it working together. And sometimes things happen outside that have direct translation into what we're talking about in the Second Amendment sphere. The thumbnail that you have right now on your screen is the video that we did about The Rock, and it says, "This is bigger than you think." The reason that I went with that thumbnail and that title and the angle of that video was because it had implications that could spread very quickly that the leftist gun controllers would lose their minds over. Okay, now, with that being said, the video is right down there if you want to watch it, but look what just happened with the QB on the Super Bowl winning team who is at the parade where the shooting happened. Check this out. Patrick Mahomes explained why he avoided calling for tight gun control laws after shooting or endorsing the president. Mahomes offered prayers for those injured in the Super Bowl shooting. Why would he have to explain himself? Understand that verbiage is very important. He explains why he didn't call for gun control and why he didn't endorse the president. Well, who's he explaining to? Well, it's about Time magazine naming him one of the most influential people, and they gave him crap in that article about the fact that he didn't do that. Do you see? That's my whole point. The Rock had this massive backlash because he didn't endorse the president and openly made a show about it not being an endorsement. And everyone went after him like knives, like a witch trial on the left. And we talked about because it will spread. And if the left and the gun controllers and everyone that has to have that cultural power loses it, they will lose their minds. This is another example. Patrick Mahomes was expected to come out and demand gun control. He didn't. He offered the dreaded thoughts and prayers. But listen to what he said. Again, this is key as we go through this. So here's the backstory. Patrick Mahomes is one of the most recognizable faces in the NFL and across sports, and was recognized as Time magazine's most influential person on Tuesday. In the profile, so this is Time magazine, the deadly Super Bowl parade shooting in Kansas City, Missouri was mentioned. This is the shooting where you had 12 individual shooters, 2 groups of people shooting at each other with illicit firearms, underage, and felons. That's what we're talking about. And Time magazine is like, why did you not call for extreme gun control? Listen. Thoughts, prayers, and calls for tighter gun control measures rained onto social media as shots fired was reported. Mahomes offered his condolences, donated money to an aid fund for victims, and went to the hospital to visit some of the victims. However, the 3-time Super Bowl winning quarterback stopped short of advocating for those measures. He explained why to Time magazine. Here, there is no reason on this planet that he would have to explain himself except that the left and Time magazine and the cultural media of the leftist side expects you to fall in line. If not, you need to explain yourself. Started with The Rock, now it's Patrick Mahomes. This is going to continue as it gets bigger and bigger because they're losing the ironclad grip on the culture because they realize that 50% of their viewer base and their fan base and their money is tied to political preferences. And if they just stay out of it, they don't lose 50% of the country. That's the whole point. We are witnessing a shift. Very subtle, very fast, but it's happening. Listen to this quote. This is what I expect them to say when they're asked about politics because leftists want them to do it. This is what I expect. I continue to educate myself, he said. I don't want to make a quick response to something that takes a lot of education to really learn and make a swaying comment based off of that stuff. But I know we have to find a solution of some way to make this stuff stop. Yes, absolutely. Let's make it stop. Let's have a conversation, but let's not bully the rights of an entire population and then use your influence as the Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl winning quarterback to influence politics. The left needs that. They don't have that. Understand how big of a deal this is. The Rock and now Patrick Mahomes. This is becoming a thing, people. Listen to something else he said. However, he did not endorse a presidential candidate. Time reported that he did not appear to be on the verge of offering an endorsement this time around either. I don't want to pressure anyone to vote for a certain president, he told the outlet. I want people to use their voice, whoever they believe in. I want them to do their research. That is an anathema to the left. They have to have the iron grip on the culture. If they do not have the cultural icons on their side, automatically they lose voter. They lose turnout. The Rock, every single person in the nation knows or has seen who he is. Patrick Mahomes, same kind of deal. Two different spheres. One's entertainment and movies, and one is culture. One is sports. If they start losing these icons like they're doing right here, more and more people are going to do it, and they're going to become apolitical, and the left will lose a cultural base of which they bully people into voting for who they want. Make no mistake, what he's saying here is the correct thing to say. Have people do their own research. Make up their own minds. It's their decision. I'm just here to throw a football. Yes! More, please! Absolutely! Because I don't need to hear your opinion. That's not what you're here for. But the left has to turn everything political. Look what happened. Look what has happened to ESPN. It used to be a sports network. Now it is a woke network all based around politics that happens to cover some sports. People are sick of it, and stars and icons and influence are starting to notice it. That's why we're covering this. Patrick Mahomes had to explain himself why he didn't support gun control automatically. The Rock gets tons of flack from the left about how he met this moment when he didn't endorse President Biden. Mahomes didn't either. Understand what this means. There is a shift that is happening, and that's why I'm covering this. Watch the first video, see what I'm talking about, leads into this one, and I hope I'll land that plane. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.